Okay, we're going to get started here in 1 minute. My name's Maura Mitchell, and we're going to be talking about building your value-driven mission statement. So we're going to get into values. We're going to get into what a mission statement is. We're going to get into clarity and how to achieve clarity of mind. So I'm going to get started. My name is Maura Mitchell. I'm Managing Director of Entrepreneurial Services Division 2 at the Women's Business Development Center. This is my QR code to follow me on LinkedIn. I do give some tips and tricks over LinkedIn once in a while, so you can follow me there if you want. I have been at the Women's Business Development Center for 6 years. I've helped over 2,500 clients, and I love to help people through the points at which you get stuck. So when you are starting up, there's a sticking point, and when you are trying to scale your business, there's a sticking point. I love to lead people through that investigation. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Women's Business Development Center. We like to say we ignite small business growth, and we do that through access to connections, access to capital, and access to contracts. My team is on the connection side of things, and we do that through these services. Some of these services include helping people with business plans and business model canvases, helping people with accessing corporate and government and exporting contracts, assisting with financial analysis and planning. I love to help people with their projections, where we sit down and talk about what you believe is going to happen with your business, and then we put it into numbers and make sure that your idea is viable. Helping with technology, innovation, and entrepreneurial development. Accessing market information. We do market research for our clients. We'll go out and help them find access to reports on trends for their industry and on possible partners. So we do that in our free one-on-one advising service sessions. And then business education and training opportunities. Like today, we're going to talk about mission statements. We also offer access to capital. We have a team of former business bankers who can lead you through repairing your credit, finding loans, finding access to grants. They kind of come at the next step after we've helped you set up your projections. Access to capital is the least favorite part of my experience because there is not much out there. Most startups really have to kind of fund themselves. There are very few grants available and some loans, and we help you figure that out. Figure out what makes sense for the stage that you're in. If you've been in business a few years and you have great financial projections and a great past, then a loan or a grant might be easier to get to. So you can meet with our team. First, meet with us, the advisors who help with entrepreneurial services, and then you can meet our access to capital team. And then access to contracts. We have people that help out with corporate contracts once you are WBE certified or Women Business Enterprise certified. We have access to government contracts, so we'll help you get ready for those, get prepared, and then exporting contracts will help you sell to other countries. And remember that Canada and Mexico are other countries. So we can help you along the way. Again, you should be in business before you try to access a government contract, access a corporate contract, or an exporting contract. So I just want you to introduce yourselves in the chat. Everyone knows where the chat button is on Zoom. If you go into the chat and put in your name and your business name, if it's applicable, some people may be here and are just coming up with an idea. And then what problem does your business solve? And this is our way of connecting. We'll get other opportunities in this hour to talk to one another, but if you could just put in your idea into the chat, that would be great. Or your business into the chat. Okay, let's see. Louisa Sanfleur, she does health and wellness. What problem do you solve with health and wellness, Louisa? Do you help with back pain, or do you help with headaches, or do you help with therapy? And Tiffany does Eat 'em Up Catering. Tiffany, what problem do you solve? Do you help people with weddings? Do you help people with birthday parties? I know Laurel helps with human resource problems that small businesses have. Kathy Bullard solves the problem of not enough chocolate in your life. That's always my problem. Sharonda Clark Transit, transportation for students to and from school. Louisa, oh, you said you're creating healthy eating habits. So you have a catering company that supplies healthy food. And Renica, dynamic woman worldwide, bring women together through empowerment events. Ooh, I just had a meeting with another client who wants to do similar things. Laura does merriment, affordable and approachable wedding planning. Hi, Laura. Thank you for sharing. Lisa creates herbal cigarettes for people who are interested in alternatives to traditional cigarettes, especially when trying to stop smoking. Wow, great. Event planning, Soraya. I know Soraya helps clients enter and develop international markets. So yes, once you are at the stage, you can reach out to Soraya. She will help you with exporting. Jasmine helps children and caregivers embrace their natural hair. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. I want people to think about what's one positive moment that made you smile recently. So I'm going to get vulnerable here. My husband passed away 8 months ago. And so I am always looking for little signs that he is with me. And I heard the birds singing this morning, and then it makes me happy. So that made me smile today. Does anyone else want to share a positive moment? I'd like to get us started off on a positive outlook.
I I guess we're in the same boat. I lost my daughter about she would have been a year in April. So but I think of her as watching down in my motivation to doing something great.
Yeah. Turn your pain into purpose.
I would like to share, if it's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So one positive moment that made me smile recently was I was losing focus on my business because of some things that kind of like deteriorated me from my business. And I opened up Instagram and I read some of the reviews and stuff from my last event, which was a Best in Small Business Awards event. And just seeing people so happy that I made them so happy and they, achieve their goals and stuff as a small business owner, that really made me smile. And that really helped me know that there's a purpose for me out here and to continue what I'm doing.
Yeah, great. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else have a positive moment, or you can keep it to yourself. We don't have to share. Sometimes it's a lot to share. Today's agenda, we're going to find clarity. So through my loss, I have really realized that there are ways that I can settle myself down and it makes me more productive. So I like to sit and have clarity. Then I'm going to lead you through a way to get curious about your core values. What's really important to you and your business? If you're a solopreneur, it's probably what your core values are. If you lead a more than one person business, then you're going to want to think about what your team's core values are. And maybe you test them out today with yourself and you go back to your team and check with them. And then we're going to craft a mission statement, kind of a guiding light that'll help you on your way and help you make decisions going forward. And then we're going to get courageous. So I really believe in clarity, curiosity, and courageousness. Being courageous, because you're going to get out and share your mission statement with another person. I'm going to pair you up and we're going to breakout rooms. So here are just 3 ways to clear your head and get unstuck and get some clarity. Meditate, walk in nature, and journaling. Can anyone think of any other way that they clear their head and get unstuck?
I listen to music.
Oh yeah, listen to music. That's great. I wish I could add to this list. I also exercise a lot, so that helps. Walking a lot, yeah. Anyone else have a way to clear their head?
I just started journaling this year, and I must say that honestly, it gives me a sense of relief. And it clears my head a lot because I'm able to write my thoughts down, or if I'm going through something, I'm able to see my moves. I'm able to see a pattern of what's going on in my life. So with the journaling, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, thank you. So to get unstuck, we really want to look back at our gains rather than at the gap ahead. So today we're going to find clarity, get unstuck, and then kind of find a way to move forward, whether you're starting a business, whether you're scaling a business. So I just want you to think about what are the biggest milestones you've reached since starting your entrepreneurial journey? How have you overcome your challenges? What are you most proud of accomplishing so far? And how have you grown personally and professionally since you started this entrepreneurial journey? And what I'm going to do is have this candle going for about a minute, and I want you to contemplate these 4 questions and think about, what are you proud of? Because this will help you move forward. When you start thinking, I always tell people, think about how much you've accomplished when they're stuck. So I'm going to give you this minute to think about some of the ways you overcome your challenges and how have you grown. Okay, that was a minute. I know sometimes it seems like a lifetime, and other time it just flies by. So does anyone want to share some of the things that they're most proud of that will help them move forward and create a new mission statement and think about their values?
I'll go.
Okay, good.
So my biggest milestone was very definitely building my website. I had an idea in mind, but it was just a vast group of images. And what helped me overcome that challenge was going to attending the seminars that you had, Mara.
Okay.
I looked forward to them. They helped clarify my thoughts. They helped focus what it is that I wanted to do. So that was the biggest challenge to me. And I believe that I've overcome it. I have a much better idea of what it is that the services that I can offer to clients. I think the thing that I'm most proud of is I feel like I have my mojo back after being retired for a few years and out of the business field. When I get in front of a client, I feel it come back. I feel the confidence come back. And it's been a long time. It feels like it's been a long time since I've had that. So that feels internally really good to me. And have I grown? Yeah, I haven't grown professionally, but I have grown personally because I've got more confidence in myself and that I'll be able to meet this goal.
Good. That's terrific. Thank you for sharing. So your website was your way of laying it all out, maybe putting all the
It
pieces
really, yeah,
together.
yeah, it really was.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything they want to share that they're proud of?
Um, I'm actually proud of the fact that I've started. I've always had an idea, but it stayed in my head. I didn't even share it with friends or family. And even though I'm 55 years young and most people are thinking to retire instead of starting a business, I went on ahead and I just uh, I got my LLC. And I figured this is forcing me now to follow through and do research to find out how to make this happen. And then I found you guys' website in my research. And so I was really, really excited to continue with it. I did have a little fallback due to my job, but I was told come back in May and let's start this all over again.
Good.
So I'm proud of myself for doing the getting the LLC and just starting. And I started sharing what I wanted to do with other people's and found out a lot of them are supportive of it.
Good. That's so important too, to get out there and see what the market feels like about your idea. Thank you for sharing.
I'm proud of,
Okay. Oh, you want to go? Yeah,
yeah,
go.
I'm proud of, what is the word I'm looking for? Expecting to be paid for what
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. Because especially, my job is, so the business I started is a supplement to my job eventually that I want to replace my main source of income, but I'm in the domain of, um, helping people financially also, which is ironic. And then people want you to do it for free, which I'll do from time to time. But recently I just I do a lot of community events and things like that. But yeah, no, sticking to what you expect to be paid.
Yeah. Good. Thank you for sharing. And that might be one of your core values. Respect, right? Okay, so we're going to move on to our core values and getting curious. So we've got some clarity about where we came from. And let's talk about what our core values are, because they're really, really important. They guide our decision making. They make, they influence our company culture. So if you have a value of joy, hopefully people can feel it when they work with you. When you lay out your mission statement before you hire someone, you'll get to know if they are like you, if they, you want to attract and retain like-minded employees. And then knowing your core values enhances your overall business strategy. So if you know that you value organization and customer service, you're going to know what projects to take on and what clients not to work with anymore. So here's just a list of some sample core values. Joy can be one, resourcefulness, intellect, financial stability, innovation, organization, and curiosity. And I'm just going to show you a couple companies, just Coca-Cola and Nike. These are a few of their core values. So Coca-Cola values their leadership, good leadership team, diversity and inclusion, joy, and customer focus. And then Nike values customer focus, innovation, diversity and inclusion, and exercise. So the way to discover your core values, if you can't list them out now, I want you to get to the point, though, that you can recite your top 3 core values. How I really laid out my core values was doing this exercise. And I want you to think about it. I want you to recall specific instances of good interactions or relationships and what made those experiences meaningful. What values were being honored in those moments? And then it's strange, but it was easier for me to recall specific instances of bad interactions or relationships. What made those experiences unfulfilling? What values were being violated or neglected in those moments? So, for example, I worked with a client who would always show up 15 minutes late. So then that would bother me. So I know that being on time is one of the values. It's not one of my top values, but it is something that bothers me. So timeliness is one of my values. So I want you to take the next, let's say, 5 minutes till 12:28. And try to identify your top 3 to 5 values. And I'll leave these questions up to see if they're helpful. So 12:28, we will talk about what you found. See if you can think of 3 to 5. You have about 2 more minutes. Okay, one more minute, and then if someone wants to be courageous and want to share their top 3 values, that would be great. One more minute. Okay. Does anyone want to share what a few of their values are? You might
I
have
would
already
like
know.
to, but I wanted to ask, is gratitude, should gratitude be one?
Yes, gratitude can be a value.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Gratitude, customer focus, loyalty, and respect.
Great, thank you. Does
May I
anyone
share?
else? We have time for a couple more people.
May I share?
Sure.
So, consistency, integrity, and trust.
Great. Thank you. Anyone else?
Can go.
Okay.
The top being authenticity, and then 2 kind of coupled together. So joy and playfulness, and organized and transparent.
Yes, thank you. I love the authenticity one. That's one of my top values.
I can say
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
empathy, integrity, and empowerment.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
I
one-
have
Oh, go ahead.
respect, freedom, and joy.
Good. Thank you. Okay. Thank you all for sharing. So we're going to use these values now to think about our mission statement. So our mission statement is going to be our guiding light, explains you and your company, why your company exists, and it kind of outlines the core values that guide you, how you and your company works. And it also helps in your unique value proposition guide, tell how you're different. We were talking today about a client who wants to open up a food truck. And my colleague asked him, well, how will you be different than the other food trucks that are going to be sitting on the street in front of you? And so some of his values may shine even when he's in his food truck. You know, maybe he values really healthy food, like we were talking earlier, or he values, you know, really being honest. Oops, people shared in the chat. Thank you. So it really helps anchor you and your company. So here is a mission statement format that we're going to use today. There can be other ones. And in fact, at the end, I can send you, if you fill out the survey at the end of this session, then I can send you another template to use. But we're going to use this mission statement framework today. So you can start with our mission, or my mission, if you're a solo entrepreneur, is to, and then you mention the primary goal of you as a person or your business and what problem you're solving. And then by the method by which you solve this problem and the way you plan to achieve your mission. And then because it ties the mission and the methods back to the core values. So I'm going to go over a few samples. So for Coca-Cola, we said they said joy and customer service and bringing refreshment to diversity and inclusion. Well, their mission is to, and this is the problem they solve, refresh the world in mind, body, and spirit, and inspire moments of optimism and happiness. And they do this by delivering quality beverages that meet the diverse dietary preferences and needs of people worldwide. Because they believe in the power of their beverages to bring joy and refreshment to every corner of the world. So our mission is to, and the problem they solve, by, and the solution they deliver. And because, and this is a statement about their beliefs and about their core values. So I'm going to give you another one. And this is
Can you
Nike.
repeat that? Can you repeat that again? You said the mission is our mission is to the problem that we solve, and then by was what now?
Yeah, this is the solution that you deliver. So if your mission is to help with dermatitis by providing skincare in a customer-friendly way, because we value our clients and we want to deliver high-quality products. So this is Nike's, and their mission is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. So they want to solve the problem and innovate for athletes by, and the solution they found is they design, develop, and sell high quality sports footwear, apparel, equipment, and accessories. And they say that because they believe with everyone with a body is an athlete and deserves the best tools to push their limits. So these are where their values come into play. Here's my mission statement. So my mission is to inspire others to persevere through challenges. And I do that with my solution is encouraging them to clear their mind so that they can focus, get curious about what's important to them, and get courageous enough to share it with the world. And then I say, because as a recent widow, I have found that curiosity, spirituality, authenticity, and connections help people move forward. They help me move forward through this. So any questions? So it's my mission is to, and the problem you solve, by, and your solution, and because a belief, and you can state your three values or 5 core values that you come up with. So my values are curiosity, spirituality, authenticity, and connections. I also have a value of joy. So I want you in the next like 7 minutes to use a few of the values you identified earlier, apply the formula, and I'll go back to that formula screen. Try to draft your mission statement. Don't worry about it being, totally done. We're gonna encourage you to keep working on your draft, and then we'll exchange drafts with a partner. And you'll just talk through, this is very easygoing. I just want you to go forth with your mission and know that you have a guide that comes from, your values, comes from you. So I'm going to give you till, it's 12:36. I'll give you till 12:42, 6 minutes. And here is the framework. Any questions? Some people might already have a mission statement. This is a different framework. Some people use a mantra, but I always like people to start with this framework, make it a little longer, and then pare it down. at the Women's Business Development Center, our mantra is we ignite small business growth. But then we have values of, service and being true to diversity and inclusion, and trying to be joyful. So our mission statement does include our values. Okay, see what you can come up with. Okay, you have like 2 more minutes. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay. Now I'm going to put you into breakout rooms and you'll have 10 minutes together. So if you could do 5 minutes and 5 minutes, that would be great to share. Briefly introduce yourself and your business idea and the problem you solve. And then just read your drafted mission statements to one another and provide and receive feedback. Okay, any questions about that? So I'm going to put you in, let's see. I just want to make sure that everyone has a partner. I will go in if someone doesn't. Okay, and I'm going to make one room with 3 people. Okay. So any questions before you go in until 12:53? Did we say 9 minutes? Okay. So just make sure you both get to talk and share and introduce yourselves. This is time for connections, like we said. Don't worry about your mission statement. This is just a start, but it's a guiding light to get you going. Okay, I'm going to open all the rooms, so you'll be assigned to a room. Shanetha and Candace and Nicole, are you going to be able to join?
I am here.
Okay, can you see what you're supposed to go into room 9? Reneka, did you get bounced out?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I don't know
Sure.
what I did, but I got
Do you know
bounced
which room you were in?
too.
2, okay. Okay, now there's no one else. Nicole, I'm going to assign you to another room.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Sure, I'm going to assign you to room 6.
Mhm.
There you go. Nicole, did you want to join a room? Okay, one more minute, then I'm gonna close the breakout session. Okay, welcome back, everyone. How was that?
It was awesome. It was.
It was what?
It was
It
great.
was
It
awesome.
was awesome. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, it was awesome. I thought you said awful.
No. It was no, just I didn't get a chance to finish mine, but just to listen to the ladies give each other advice and also give me advice on stuff. It kind of helped me with my mission statement. So no, it wasn't awful. It was great.
Oh, good. I thought, well, maybe it's awful because you were, some people don't like talking to others. Shanitha, did you have
Yes,
a question?
I do. It was excellent. So I just
Good.
want to ask a question of all of us before we leave. I am a WBDC alumni of 22 years. And what I found effective is that after these sessions, we were able to connect our businesses. I met two wonderful entrepreneurs during this breakout session that I would like to patronize their business. So
Oh,
can we be provided a list of those that are here so that we can patronize each other
yeah, sure.
in connection afterwards?
How about, if, does anyone not want to share their email address? Because what I will do is send out a survey that I'd like you to fill out, and I will, instead of copying everyone, I will copy everyone, and so then you'll have access to everyone's email addresses.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, does anyone not want that to happen? Okay, so I will send that out to everyone. Great idea. I'm in. Fantastic.
I have a quick question. Are we
Uh-huh.
going to have access to the slides that you shared with us today?
I cannot share the slides because they are intellectual property, but I will, I can share the mission statement slide if you're interested, if you email me. So you can take that forward.
Okay, and we would email you from the information you shared for
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
let me
Mhm.
just, let me put that in the chat. I'll put my email address in the chat here. mmitchell@wbdc.org. Okay. And so I'm glad you enjoyed this. I enjoyed it too. I love hearing people's values. I would love to listen to your mission statements, but I know we do not have time. Maybe we'll make a second session of this and have people talk about that, really get into their values. What I'd like you to take and work on during your own CEO time, and I hope people are setting aside some time in their week to have their CEO time of their business, to keep revising your mission statement. Make it really easy to remember and restate. You can make it shorter if you want. And then think about how can your mission be experienced? So incorporate it into your daily work. How can you make sure if your customer service is one of your top values, how do you make sure your customer knows that that's one of your top values? Keep talking about your mission. Any questions? So I am going to.
I apologize. One more quick question.
Okay.
I wanted to know, does the organization teach us how to uh do our intellectual property and stuff like that?
So we don't have lawyers. I am a lawyer, but I can't act as a lawyer in my position here. I don't have any malpractice insurance. But we can recommend lawyers, and we have subject matter experts come in and talk about intellectual property. So you can watch out for one of our webinars. We do have some posted on our website, some past webinars, and there might be one on intellectual property. You can check that out. There are some from lawyers that talk about small business issues. So you might find that on our website. So we help in individual sessions, and we'll talk you through in our free one-on-one advising sessions. We'll talk you through what intellectual property is, but we really can't help you get copyright or trademarked. So today we found clarity. We got curious about our core values. You crafted your mission statement, and you got courageous and shared it with someone else or a few other people. So we really value your feedback. So I'm going to send you a survey so that I can find out how to improve this workshop for moving forward. And if you answer the survey, I will send you another mission statement tool template that I have. A growth wheel tool template that has a little bit different framework, but it's helpful. So thank you so much. We are at 1 o'clock exactly. I want to honor people's time since timeliness is one of my values. Thank you so much, and go and live your values.